Welcome back to another episode of Sealy Strategics. Today's drill is going to be about drawing your weapon from concealment, putting it on target, and pulling the trigger in under 1.5 seconds. That is today's topic. Today's episode of Quick Strike, what I'm going to be demonstrating is I'm going to be doing a drawing from concealment drill, and I'm going to set my part timer to 1.5 seconds. The goal is, if you're in a situation where you have to defend yourself or defend your life or other people around you, you want to be able to get your weapon out of concealment, put it up on target, and pull that trigger within 1.5 seconds. That's pretty impressive, but that's kind of like what I consider the standard. You got to be able to get your weapon on target, pulling the trigger in 1.5 seconds, and making sure that you have a good sight picture and you have a good accurate shot at the target, not just pulling it on and shooting all crazy. You want to make sure that you have control of your weapon at all time, sights on target, pulling the trigger in 1.5 seconds. And that's going to be today's drill. So whenever you're practicing whatever concealed carry drills that you're working on, you want to make sure that you're wearing regular, normal clothes that you're going to be wearing while you're concealing your weapon. I'm not wearing any type of tactical gear. This is the outfit I'm going to be wearing today when my wife comes back from her jog and we go out and she keeps me on the streets all day. But anyways, that's a whole different topic. You want to make sure that you're wearing what you normally wear. And here in Colorado, even on a nice sunny day like today, it's still a little bit chilly. Like, I think the high is going to be like around 50 or something. Coming from Texas, that would be cool, but since we've been here in Colorado for about 2 years now, that's the norm. 50 is kind of hot. Whenever it's a nice sunny day outside, I'm usually wearing a light sweater or a light jacket. So this is what I normally wear on a typical Colorado day. As you see, your clothes that you're wearing is going to affect the way you carry. So I carry appendix, I carry my pistol in the front. That's why I like the weather in Colorado, that it's always kind of cool even when it's hot. So I can get away wearing this at any given time in Colorado and I'm not going to be drenched in sweat. This is the normal thing for me. I carry my weapon up front, and I know you're probably looking like, oh, I can see your weapon printing. I can see that bulge right here. I can see that big bulge. Look at that. Look, that's from my hands being in here, and when I'm walking around, I usually have my hands into my pocket, keeping it warm, and then I'll take it out. So this is how it normally looks. When I put my hands, it moves. But see, this is how it normally looks when I'm walking around. When I have my hand in my pocket, take it out, and it looks bulky. I mean, it might not look bulky, but if you pay attention, it just looks like it's bulky, and people are gonna be like, well, people can see your weapon printing. It's printing. It looks all bulky. And honestly, I'm not even carrying my weapon yet. So don't let any bulge wherever you're carrying your weapon at, don't let any bulge that you notice, don't let it affect you and play tricks with your mind thinking that everybody, oh my God, everybody knows I'm carrying. Everybody sees this bulge, because I'm not even carrying my weapon. And it's already a bulge there just from the way how I wear my sweater with my hands in my pocket. Don't get too caught up on the bulge. People nowadays are so busy on their cell phones and with their own problems and with whoever they're with. People do not pay attention. So don't worry about a bulge. Anyways, let's get back into this video. Alright, so now that I have my weapon in, the first thing you want to do, what's the first rule? When you're handling a firearm, you want to make sure you clear it. Especially when you're doing dry fire drills around the house. So I'm going to go ahead, take this out, stick this in my pocket real quick. Go ahead and make sure it's clear, weapon's clear. Alright, weapon's clear. I'm going to be using my actual magazine because this is the actual magazines that I actually do carry. So that's what you want to train with. The goal is to grab your garment out of the way, grip your weapon, pull your weapon out, push it out, pull it on target, pull that trigger in 1.5 seconds. Since I'm actually going to be using the timer, I don't want to check my time. I'm going to go ahead and clear the weapon. I'm going to go ahead and not put a live magazine. I'm going to take the live magazine out. And then I'm going to go ahead and get a completely blank magazine. And I'm going to use that magazine because I need to pull that trigger. So that way you know that the task is complete. So I'm going to grab me a completely empty magazine. As you can see, this magazine is completely empty. And the reason why I want to use an empty magazine is because, like I said, I need to, when I draw that weapon and I pull it on target and I pull the trigger, I I need to hear that striker click so I know that I completed the drill. That's the only way I'm going to be able to tell if I completed the drill in time. So remember, today's drill time is 1.5 seconds. I need to be able to draw my weapon from concealment, put it on target, pull that trigger in 1.5 seconds. So that's today's drill. I'm just going to do a couple practice run because I haven't worn this sweater in a while. So I'm going to go ahead and just get a couple practice. I have to get my mindset that I need to pull that trigger. I'm so used to training on, and sometimes there's some dry fire drills that I do that I don't pull the trigger. So I need to tell myself that this is one of those drills that I need to pull that trigger. That's why you need to make sure that you check your weapon and make sure that you're completely safe to pull that trigger. So you can pause the video, you can put on whatever you're gonna wear, and you can just do a couple practice before we set the timer. So I go ahead and I put the part timer on my phone. I set it for 1.5 seconds. It's right here. You're probably not going to be able to see it. It's going to be out of focus when I get closer. But I'm going to go ahead and press it so you can see that it's 1.5 seconds. Stand by. Randomly beeps. Start. Finish. That's exactly how fast you have to draw your weapon, put it on target, and make sure you have a clear shot to shoot your target. Get it out of concealment, put it on target, pull that trigger with a good shot in 1.5 seconds. Let's go ahead and begin this drill. You don't want to cheat yourself. You want to put your garments like how you're going to actually wear it. Because like I said, your life depends on it, so you got to train as realistic as possible. Let's start again. Stand by. Stand by. One more time. Also, while I'm doing these drills, I'm not just randomly just pulling the trigger as soon as I get it out. I'm literally aiming directly for the camera stand, and that's what I'm aiming at every single time when I pull the trigger. Stand by. Stand by. I had a horrible grip. That one, my grip wasn't good at all. I fumbled with it, but I recovered and I was able to still pull the gun on target and pull the trigger. You want to do this 5 to 6 consecutive times at the minimum. Doing it properly for at least 5 times. You can go as many times as you want, because the more you practice, the more you do it, the better, the faster you're going to get at your draw. Let's do it one more time. Let's do it again. For some reason, on that last one, my support hand got caught up on my belt for some reason. So I don't know how that happened, but they got caught up, so I kind of hesitated a little bit. Let's do it again. I hesitated on that one. I didn't have a good grip, so I hesitated to pull the trigger. So that's pretty good. So also note, when I'm drawing from concealment, I already did this in my drawing from concealment technique video. When you're drawing from concealment, you don't want to be doing a whole lot of upper body movement. The only thing that should be moving is just your hands. Not even my head is moving. I'm literally just grabbing the garment, gripping the gun, pulling, pushing, pulling the trigger. That's today's drill, drawing from concealment, putting the weapon on target, pulling the trigger in 1.5 seconds. So this is a drill that you can work at the house. You can do it wherever you want to do it, as long as it's in a safe environment. I always want to make sure that you clear your weapon. before you begin any drill. You don't need any type of rounds for this. You don't even need the little fake bullet, the dummy rounds or whatever. All you need is a empty magazine, pistol, and a whole lot of time. That's all you need. But anyways, thank y'all for tuning in for another episode. See y'all in the next video. Love y'all. Appreciate y'all. Peace.